Hey all! I am Samantha and I'm making this video for Transgender Day of Visibility, which is on the 31st of March. Now, we can't go outside right now, so we're just gonna have to be visible right here on the internet. I am transgender. What is less immediately obvious is that I am also somewhat genderfluid and non-binary. And what this video is going to be about is what that means and how I experience gender. Now, it is important to note that this is how I personally experience gender, which isn't necessarily how other genderfluid or especially non-binary people experience it. Still, I hope this video will give you some ideas of the complexities involved. Gender, much like time in Doctor Who, is all wibbly wobbly stuff sometimes. Most people see gender like this. There's female and there's male. And that's what we call the gender binary. Now, I was assigned male at birth, so I grew up as this. But I identify a lot more with this. That makes me transgender. And most people these days they get that. It's like we're gaining a lot of acceptance, at least here where I live. Now what makes it tricky is that while most of the time I'm here, sometimes right here, that is gender fluidity. But it's not like I can go just and be my male self. I can't actually force what gender I am at any moment. I just wake up male or female or whatever I happen to be that day. It's not something I have much control over, I believe. So what I'm doing now is I'm not actually my male identity, I'm just dressed male. It's the same as any other woman would dress male, similar to any man dressing female. And this is actually giving me some dysphoria because my gender expression, which is what you see here, isn't matching my gender identity. In fact, what's going through my mind right now is basically like, oh, I don't even need a binder to switch into the male gender expression. That makes me rather dysphoric. Whereas if I was truly feeling male, I would feel dysphoric dressed in female clothing, or I would feel dysphoric about having some female bodily features. So you can maybe also notice that I'm a bit more so I'm not comfortable in this way right now, where I'm truly in my male identity, it will be fine, but right now, no. So I'm going to go back to a bit more comfortable clothing. That's better. Right, let's make it even more complicated, shall we? So sometimes I'm neither here nor there. I'm just somewhere here, in the middle. And that's what we call non-binary. And doesn't have to be like straight in the middle either. If you draw a line from there to there, it could be anywhere along this line. All of those are non-binary. Some people don't like the phrase non-binary because it defines us by what we aren't instead of what we are. Now, I personally am fine with it, and I use the term NBs as my phrase of endearment, but just so you know. Now, so we have that line between the male and the female, the spectrum of gender. But it doesn't even have to be on that line. You can have a gender identity which is, like, for instance, here, or here, or here, or anywhere, or even on the ceiling. And it becomes very difficult to relate those to the traditional genders that we have, the male and the female. It's not just like somewhere a mix of the two. These are still valid genders, these are still valid identities. They just get a lot harder to explain. But the same phrase, it's like, how hard is it to explain one of the basic ones? Because people sometimes ask me like, well, how do you know you're female, or how do you know you're male at a certain time? And I have to ask them like, well, how do you know what you are? Because it's much the same. Once you take out like the body as a frame of reference, it gets really difficult to define gender. And if your body would change, do you change gender? No, it's not that simple. There's also people who are not anywhere on this map. There's people that are gender who are completely outside of the concept of gender whatsoever. And that is just as valid. I don't have anything to say right now, I just wanted to show off this hoodie. Isn't it awesome? It's a unicorn! Hey, unicorn! And finally, sometimes I just feel like 100% male and 100% female all together at the same time. And no, I can't explain to you how that feels. Maybe you should just try it. So, yeah, it is complicated matter. I hope this video, despite my vagueness in things, has given you some insights in what it is like to be gender fluid or non-binary or just transgender or just to be you. Because all of these labels, I am me. I'm trying to be me. And my gender might change from day to day. Who I am as a person is actually always the same. So thank you for listening and bye bye!